losses versus Endpoint, Excel, and Method. So if Infused managed to somehow defeat the odds and emerge victorious in this game, Neil M sounds like he's enjoying himself, they will add to their tally of 5 points, and that'll basically put them on the same number of points as Team Envious. So in case you're wondering what the delay is, they are having to redo the knife round, hence why when we actually thought the game was going live and I mentioned Jay-Z Walk-in's lovely neon green gloves, it wasn't some kind of strange strat they were trying out in T-Spawn. The game genuinely wasn't live, and we apologize for that. But let us know in the chat, you know, who you guys think will emerge victorious. Pretty much most of us, in fact, all of us,
except Tom.
Predict.
Tom Deacon said it was Infused to win.
Right. Okay, there you go then. Pretty much most of us,
he likes to play the devil's
predicted that Epsilon were favourites to win this. And I guess there's only one way to find out who will emerge victorious. It's by going live. And here we go.
Fight! That's a good old reference. There's only one way to find out. Anyway, the pistol round is, of course, underway. This is live now. Neon green gloves back out. Of course, probably cost more than most people's car to buy. But, you know, if that's what you want to spend your money on, be my guest.
I bought a car by selling my CSGO skins.
You need help. Dancy's the first man coming in. He's going to be looking for the kill, but nothing going his way. Going to have to fall back, allowing Epsilon even more map control. That early position can be very, very good. It's normally a guaranteed kill, but not today. Zinken getting a bit aggressive. He has got the armor, so just the legs showing. Not going to do too much damage. The push does come in over on this A-bomb site, and it's quick. Farbar trying to get forward. They're pushing very, very quickly. Link is all on his own, and he's going to find himself one. Zinken goes down, looking for more, and he's going to find it. 1-2. Zed comes in with the third. Link follows up. That's 4 kills so far for Team Infused, and Kevzy, the last man alive. Can he do it? Absolutely not. Link shuts them down, and if he had big boots to fill, he has done that very, very well. He's kicked those boots aside and said, I don't want your boots, I've got my own.
Yeah, he most certainly is wearing his boots. 4 kills for Link. What a way to introduce himself to the Gfinity second season of the Elite Series. 4 kills for Link, and because of that, he now treats himself to a shiny brand new M4. Epsilon, of course, only pistols. Important now, especially on a map like Infused. A lot of long-distance battles, regardless, you still feel like it suits Infused to, you know, keep their distance, only really push the submachine guns up close and personal. You've got to be careful up against these pistols.
Did you like that map, Infused? Good map.
Sorry?
You said it was on map Infused, long angles.
I mean train. Did I call it? Did I call the map? DE Infused?
Maybe you're confused.
Yes.
Or is that, as you would say, that's your joke, according to you. Anyway, Kevzy, that's all right. That's all right. Well, you know, if you're going to make a joke, you've got to credit the original author.
Nowadays.
Yeah, bloody.
I need a word
Jack
with him.
Peters, more like Jack Stevens. Hello.
Nice.
Now, see, this is what scares me. Zinken, in the first week, the first thing we ever saw from him was 4 over 5. I'm not a maths man. Deagle headshot, bing, bong, bash, boosh, bash. Erikip going to follow it up. There comes the second one. Zed goes down. And suddenly this looks a little bit dangerous. We need to see kills come in pretty quickly. Fry and Link are going to be the men to deliver. Now Zinken and Erikip, the last men alive. They have 1 kill to their name. They have 1 Deagle to their name. Who knows if this could be the final countdown. Bomb out of control. Zinken going to work his way forward. He wants the kill onto the Link. Erikip going to go down now. Just Zinken remains. 1 man versus the world, and the world is bearing down on him fast. Can he get in? Can he find a kill? He has to get aggressive. He has no choice. If he can find one, he's in with a chance, but he can't. He goes for the jump. Fry's going to shut him down. You know, Fry, we may not have seen a huge amount from him recently, but he is reliable. When you put him in the position, he's going to find the frag. I'd love to see him go off again. He used to be such a powerful player.
Early scare at the start of that round for Team Infused, but fortunately for them, Link especially still continued popping heads. I was surprised after getting that first kill that he didn't drop back and, you know, change his position. But when you've got aim as good as his so far, who cares about changing your position? And of course now Epsilon aren't going to really purchase much. We've only got 2 P250s in play and a flashbang in the trustworthy hands of Barbar, who you may recognize from the first season of the Elite Series. He was part of the Epsilon side that emerged champions. But anyways, easy pickings for Fry. Up in heaven with the M4 from a distance, leaving Kevzy in a 1 versus 5, and he gets put on the Barbie outside of on the outside bomb site. Neil's enjoying that one. 3-0, and this is really where the game begins. Now that Epsilon have big weapons, have rifles, have something to finally try and put their foot down with.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic A hold so far. Everything we've seen on A has been very, very good so far. Zed and Link working together as a great team, and then in that last round we see Fry coming alive, showing that he is a force to be reckoned with, and if you want to come at the king, you better not miss. And that's exactly what he does. So, great start coming in. It's going to be Kevsey going aggressive. A team kill comes through, but the kill is found. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, even if that one was all from Zinken. It'll do. It'll do. And working his way forward. He wants to get himself onto the A bomb site. He needs to take down Link to do so. Link is the chain mail. He's the one holding it down. Barbar not going to check his angles. That is a schoolboy error as Zed finds himself a very, very easy kill indeed. Zinken now working his way forward. He is surrounded. He needs to do a lot of work to get himself into a good position here. He's got men on both his flanks, just the way he likes it. As he finds the first, Zed goes down now, looking onto Link. He can find another kill. There it is. Eric comes in, taking down Link. Aaron has rotated, won't be able to find the kill now. JZ Walkins just needs to back off. Don't go for the peak. It's an AWP. You will die. Just take it easy. Darcy's working his way in, has plenty of utility, so the retake is definitely on here as the bomb hasn't yet been planted. So taking those forward positions, getting into aggressive locations could work out, and that's what Aaron's going for. Eric does not give a heck. Takes him down with the flick of the wrist.
Yeah, Infused at one point in the driving seat going into round number 4, but, you know, they allowed one of the terrorists to creep all the way up towards that middle train. Zed got killed after he got an easy frag onto Barbar. Before you know it, the CT's one man down on that outer bomb site, playing far too passive, and the terrorists just walked out on them. The second they get 2 easy frags like that, there's not enough CTs on top of the bomb site, and then you just end up outnumbering them as the rotators come in. Team Infused, they still have money to work with, obviously, due to winning 3 in a row. But if they don't win this one as well, their bank's going to start to whistle, basically, with how empty it's going to end up being. 4 AK-47s, Kalashnikovs, up and ready to be used in the hands of Epsilon. Flash comes out, Link going for the aggressive push, but it didn't really pay off for Team Infused there. I see what they were trying to do, but bit of a gamble for me, an unnecessary gamble.
Yeah, I mean, it could have worked out. He didn't know there was going to be 2 players. If he finds it, he has a lot of positional control, but it's not going to work out this time. Zinken now working his way forward onto this A upper position. Gives him so much positional power, gives him so much vision. Aaron may well be spotted out. Of course, only the CZ to play with. Long ranges are not his forte. Zinken works his way into the depths behind enemy lines. He is deep undercover. And this is very, very powerful. Even if he doesn't kill Aaron here, it doesn't really matter. He's going to find the kill. There he goes down. And now the bomb site lost. Zed is trying to come in for the retake, but it's already too late. He can put a Molotov down on Connector. He can do an awful lot of work to stop any smidgen of retake, and that's exactly what Infused know. They're going to back off, hold on to the weapons, keep Dancy's on the AWP, which is so powerful, and get out of dodge.
Same issue as the first round. I want to see Infused. We spoke about putting your feet down early on, and they did that in the first few rounds, but they need to start doing that again. Push up to Connector, push up to Pop Dog. Don't let, you know, Epsilon just creep out and get behind the inner bomb site train like they did. Whether it's the outer bomb site or the inner bomb site, it's embarrassing how the player went down on the inner bomb site. I think it was Aaron. I mean, you know, whether it was his fault or not is not really for me to discuss, but the manner in which Zinken just creeped through upper and just got behind him and got that easy kind of kill. You call that a defense? I'm sorry, that's not a defense. And if Infused aren't going to start playing with an aggressive defense, or they're just going to let the terrorists creep up on them, I can't see this game ending well for him. That has to change. Another thing I want to see as well is Dancy. Now, he was heavily, I'd say, disappointing last week. And with him being Infused main AWP player on a map like Train on the CT side, he's going to be instrumental to whether they see any success so far against Epsilon. So I really want to see him step up, because we saw glimpses of the talent we know he has last week, but he just wasn't consistent enough.
Yeah, we need to see more from him. We know he's an explosive player. He has so much ability to go wild. We need to see that coming out of him. Of course, not investing into this round. They've just got the weapons there before. Maybe an upgraded pistol or 2. And so Epsilon just needs to take it slow. Make sure they work forward, use utility, get into the bomb sites safely, don't lose any men, and they should be absolutely fine as Barbar works his way forward, just spotting out. Of course, there is a crossfire setup. He's backing off. He's using his teammates. He will find 2 as his teammates shut everyone down. As long as they find the kills here, all the trades come in. They don't have to worry about losing 1 man. The weapon's not going to be recovered. And Dancy's left alone to save his AWP once more. Becoming an antique now. Holding on to that thing. Maybe not even worth it. The rust is building up. It's wooden. Not a real gun anymore. Just a little knockoff. Unfortunate.
Yeah, positionally, the crossfire on that outer bomb site train was actually not too shabby. Unfortunately, for the first player that went down who stood on top of the train, I think his teammate to the left of him let him down. If you're going to play a crossfire positionally, it was okay, but you need that second person to be peeking as well. That way, the 2 of you managed to get the trade. What happened was, the second person wasn't peeking, the other one was out in the open, it was an easy kill, and then Barbar, because he is the quality player that he is... Oh, here we go, this sums it up, unfortunately. Because Barbar is the quality player he is, he then sprayed down that second player, and for me, so far, for these gun rounds, that knife, Herald, sums it up for Infused gun rounds. Yes, they won the pistol. Yes, they capitalized on the next 2 rounds. Yes, they've got 3. But they're going to need a lot more than that. And if they are going to win more than that, I'm sorry, they're going to have to play better than this.
Yeah, I mean, demoralizing. Dancy's a young player. He's not got a huge amount of experience. Right now, he's got 0 kills. He's just been knifed. If I was him, I would not be in a good state of mind. But luckily, I'm not him. I am feeble, indeed. Jay-Z walking now, taking the initiative, AWP in hand. He has no one to face up against. It's just pistols on the enemy team. He's going to spot out the early player. That's Link, taking a little bit of a peek. He's not going to gain too much information from that, but working forward with those pistols, trying to get a bit of positional control. That's exactly what happens. Fry works his way forward. There's no support in place, and exactly the kill comes straight in. Nice and easy. You've got Aaron over on the B bomb site. It's not defense of the ancients, but defense by the ancient.
I like that.
Thank you.
There we go. Smoke coming out from Barber. Let's see where it's going to land. There we go. Let's see whether Dancy's can actually use that to his advantage, though, ironically. Epsilon taking their time, playing this cool, calm, and collected as they creep out towards this outer bomb site. We've got Aaron and Zed both on the inner bomb site. Bomb hits the deck as Fry. Oh, he's going to make it a hat-trick of kills with the CZ75. And the voice of Neil M rings in the Gfinity arena. Zinken, though, will fight back, will lead the charge back as he nails Dancy in the head. 3 versus 2. Kevzy, if we can get 1 kill here and level it up at a 2 versus 2, surely this will go in favor of Epsilon. Zinken, 4 from Zinken. Oh, he's a man on a mission, and with Link only on 3 HP, you'd expect him to do it, but it can still go either way, and there we go! Ace from Zinken. Electrifying, breathtaking, outstanding play. And yes, I know that Infused obviously didn't really have much, you know, in their arsenal, but considering the situation that round found itself in, it really was all about Zinken. Yeah. And he really bailed the rest of his team out there.
Yeah, fantastic. Very, very worrying stuff there. Link, Fry, both having fantastic rounds, and it looked almost too good to be true. You could hear Neil M, the passion was alive, but it wasn't quite enough, and Epsilon will clutch out the round. But, of course, it does damage the economy. They're going to have to rebuy into it. They're not going to have as much to play with, so they do need to be a little bit careful. Still, it's not all written for just yet. Jay-Z Walker getting aggressive. It's going to be Aaron going straight down. That's a peek you can't take unless you're using utility. It's very, very simple. The Molotov raining on in, and that is instantly retake. You ain't coming near us. Dancy's here, has a great position onto Jay-Z Walker. He's not going to take it, of course, because he doesn't look, doesn't use his eyes, doesn't look, listen, learn like Sonny says to. But who listens to Sonny? Ain't no one. Bloody no one.
I listen to you. I mean, I kind of have to because I'm commentating with you, but yeah. Here we go, Dancy leading the charge back in towards this inner bomb site with the AWP. Erisip, though, hungry for murder as he goes in search of Epsilon players. He does catch a glimpse of Dancy, and he will drop him. That bomb is still ticking, and if Zed and Fry are to save the day, they're going to have to get moving. Fry, AWP, is going to pull out, and as he tries to do exactly that, he gets put to his death and suffocates. Down he falls. And Epsilon, so far, really proving why they're second in the table going into this game.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Pull-out game not strong enough. And it's a disaster. for Team Infused, again losing the AWP, not holding on to the equipment and weapons, and so they're back onto the pistols. So Epsilon this time going to go for a fast round over towards that B-bomb site. This could be an absolute bloodbath. Zinken is going to dodge it straight out of there. Ericip finds the first kill. Dantes goes down, and that push is for nothing. Zinken is just padding his stats at this point. Why on earth is he not in my fantasy team? Tell me that. I don't know. I definitely should have had him in by now. Actually, is he? I may have changed. I made a change. It was either Basso or Zinken that I brought in. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I brought Harry Kane into my fantasy team this week.
Right. That's hockey, isn't it?
Oh.
Moving on. I was talking about Counter-Strike being topical, doing my job. How about you try it? Another easy round coming in there from Epsilon. Pistols, easy to clean up, not too much work for these experienced players. Zed and Fry, the last two men. They've got armor, hold on to it, take it into the next round. Buy yourself a present, a Christmas present, bar. Careful, son, careful indeed. He's going to go down, and Zed finds himself a kill. Bit of money into the bank. Not so much money, of course, because it's easy.
He's making it look easy, isn't he? He really is. He's enjoying it. We've got the words of wisdom being sprouted out from Neil M, as we can see on screen. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of Neil M.
Not again. All right.
What would you be telling Infused in this kind of scenario?
I'll be saying, listen, boys, this isn't going well. I'll be frank with you. And I'm starting to be a bit, I'm a little bit embarrassed about the whole social media thing. So if you could just play a little bit better so I don't look quite as bad, that would be appreciated. But, you know, I mean, you know, you're the team, so just you guys do you, and I'll do me.
Well, I can see why last week you were saying you'd be the Prophecies manager.
Well, of course, if anyone is looking
I actually
for
watched
a coach,
that back.
it's
It was
at Herald CSGO. You can find me on
eye.
Twitter, or you can email me. You can find my business email on Twitter. So do hit me up. I'm looking for offers on coaching roles currently. Yeah, that's my spiel. Done.
That's it. You heard it. Hit him up. Hit him up.
Listen,
you
we've all got to pay. I've got
Elite
a
Series
to feed,
Season
right?
3. It could be our very own Sonny on stage behind the players.
You never know.
You hear that, Neil? You got someone coming for your job.
Yeah.
But anyways, here we go. Probably do a better job up there than on the casting desk.
Well, I'll be a lot louder, I'll tell you that.
Here we go then. So, once again, a gun round is upon us in round number 10. Infused really need to try and make their mark because bar the first 3 rounds, we've seen absolutely diddly squat from them. Double AWP setup coming in. 1 in the hands of Dancy and 1 in the faithful hands of Fry. Epsilon splitting and picking, taking their time, just trying to sniff out exactly where some of these Infused soldiers are trying to hide.
This is perfect position, though. Zinken has been able to walk out upper so many times. Now Fry's covering it with that ult. We know he's a prolific orbit. When he has to hit shots, he hits shots. He's very, very good at it. So if he can maintain that, happy days. Zinken is going to fall back, however. There's a bit of a missed flash goes in. Smoke now to follow. And they execute looking to start. Good use of utility once more. Coming in from Epsilon, making sure any aggression is going to be countered. As finally, the utility and weapons are going their way.
Team Infused, Link, alongside Aaron, pushing straight up towards Connector and Pop Dog. But it's going to be Zinken once again, who just walks into this inner bomb site, but it's Zed who single-handedly stops any terrorists coming towards his way. But Team Infused quickly, far too quickly, rotated most of their men towards the inner bomb site, and that allowed the rest of Epsilon Esports to plant on the outer bomb site. Link searching for Ericip, finds the kill as he gets annihilated, and in this 4 versus 2 situation, you'd still expect Infused to take it.
Yeah, absolutely, we need to see huge stuff. Barbar will find one. He's got the open support. JC Walking just staying alive, keeping himself safe. He's got covered. Dance, he's going aggressive, going to get taken down. Barbar finding one more. Now this looks plausible. The last 3 players low on HP. Barbar still going. 1, 2, 3. Can he find any more? The AWP comes in. JC Walking finds the kill, and it's all on Aaron. 1 man versus the world, and the world will take it. 2 versus 5. Absolutely demolishing their opponents.
What if I told you I could see that happening, hence why I threw over to you?
Not built for that kind of cardio, I tell you. Good lord. Yeah, fantastic. Wow, very, very good
Don't
stuff
actually
there.
call an ambulance if you're at home. Do not call an ambulance.
Infused, that must be absolutely devastating.
Am I allowed to say it?
Yes.
Team Infused? More like Team Confused.
More like Team Defused.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, they didn't defuse that bomb. It's going to be Dancy's with the Deagle in hand. And he's going to have a nice little kill there. Jay-Z goes down.
He's been better with that Deagle in this one round than he has been
with anything
few rounds
with the rest.
With the AWP.
Don't say it to him. I'm not going to say it. I'll leave that one to you, my friend. I'm not a flamer. I'm a lover.
I'm not a flamer either. Oof. So Epsilon find themselves one soldier to the worst. Erisip, big green gun, AWP. And they're just trying to feel out Team Infused now. In terms of the setup, 3 towards the outer bomb site, 2 towards the inner bomb site. And Epsilon, they've actually traded out Erisip's AWP for an AK-47. It'll give them a lot more maneuverability. The flashes are going to go down towards Pop Dog, and it does look like they could potentially try to wrap around this outer bomb site from all the different angles and use their rifle superiority. They go in search of counter-terrorists. They just walk completely past Link. Aaron's been found from behind. He is going to get a Season 75 kill. Barber goes in search of more, but can't quite get the frag. This isn't going too badly for Team Infused.
It's just so sloppy. Erisip now left to pick up the pieces. Only 6 HP, turns around, can't do it. Now Kevzy, last man alive, 1 versus 2. This is an even more difficult clutch than the last one. He has no HP, he's going to get found, and that is purely sloppy work. Why are you pushing out 2 people? No one's checking the corners, no one's looking around, no one is doing their job, and that's exactly what happens. Easy round for Team Infused there. All it takes is a couple of kills.
There we go, there's the beautiful replay of Barber. You know, questions do have to be asked. You're pushing in 1 by 1. Quality player like Barber, that was always on the cards. And yeah, it just feels like that was, if it wasn't for Infused winning this round, it would have felt like that could have ended up being a talking point or a turning point that we may have ended up looking back on. But Team Infused have shown that they can do it. Ironically, most of their success has been when they actually haven't had rifles in hand. Most of their success has been when they've had pistols in hand. Tactical timeout coming out from Epsilon. Probably just taking time here, Sonny, to regroup and just make sure that doesn't happen again.
Well, what this is, essentially, is it's saying, okay, you've won a round, happy days, fine. What we're going to do is we're going to stand on that momentum. We're going to say, absolutely not. Right there, this is where it stops. Moving forward, there is nothing you can do to beat us. And really, that's how it should be the whole time. So this is, you know, this is a tactical Carrigan move. What he'd do is, you know, right at the end of the game, 15-3, he'd take a pause. Just slow it down. You know, why rush? Why take anything for granted? Just slow it down, give no momentum to Infused, and it really does get into their heads. It messes with their heads, and that's exactly what they want. So now going into this round, AKs across the board. No AWP coming out for Jay-Z walking, interesting to note. So let's see who's going to be the winner of this one.
Aaron and Dancy both still only a 1 kill. Let's see whether Dancy can make it 2. He is being charged by the angry Swedes, Kalashnikov, who pushes straight through the smoke. Aaron, though, gets his 2nd. Barber with 1, going in search of another. Oh, finds it with the headshot onto Link. Zinkin on top of the train, getting a kill as well. But despite that, when he jumped up on top of the train, was left out in the open. He's now down to 15 points of health. Doesn't have the bomb, which was dropped on the outer bomb site. And, well, he's got a bit of a triathlon to run to try and get back round towards that bomb. And he's also got 2 very angry counter-terrorists to try and suffocate first in the form of Zed and Fry. Zed and Aaron, of course, arguably 2 very, very experienced faces in UK Counter-Strike. Aaron especially, back from his MTW 4 Kings Dignitas days. But I think he's only got 2 kills so far, so really need him to step up because he is one of the more magical players in this Infused lineup. I've watched a lot of Aaron. I know what he can do, and it is disappointing as someone who deep down wants to root for the UK team, seeing him play this poorly. But can Zinkin clutch? There's only one way to find out.
Is that another Harry Hill reference? If it was, I approve. The bomb recovered. 14 seconds remain. Zinkin has to go for the plant. He has no choice. I don't know what he's doing. Does he not know how clocks work? Oh my goodness, I'm...
You're not realising.
You know what, I make myself look like an idiot so much. But you know what, I accept that. That's
why'd they let him pick it up?
Well, obviously they thought the same as me and that he wouldn't have time, but plenty of time in his clock. Zinkin Just making sure his angles are covered. All he has to do is not be found here, find himself 1 kill, and then he can take the 1 versus 1 duel. Of course, still 15 HP. Not an easy round to win, no matter what he does. He has to play this very, very carefully. He has no information just yet. He hasn't even seen the player on upper. No, but Zed's about. He can't find the kill. He's been jumped up on. Fry won't find it either. Zed's going straight in for the defuse, and the flank comes in. That was a very, very strange way to play around.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
I still feel like Infused shouldn't have allowed him to even pick up the bomb and plant it. But what's important, I feel like now for Infused, they've carried on that momentum. They've now won 2 rounds in a row. And really, it's exactly what the doctor ordered for them. Winning that eco round is really a turning point that they badly needed. And if they can win this round as well, Epsilon will find their economy in, well, not in the healthiest of situations, I'd assume. So this is really a chance for Team Infused to capitalize. It's Dancy once again with the AWP. Let's see whether or not he can make his mark. He does have men heading towards him, and it's actually the Swedish AWP in the form of JZ Walkings. Oh, and he does get the kill, but Barber returns it. He's being chased down by Aaron. It's advantage Infused at the moment. Can they capitalize? Can they make it 7-6? Let's wait and see. Zed joins in as well. Zinken dies. Kevzy and Erisip now. 4 versus 2. Gotta pick up the bomb. Not an easy situation by any means.
No, absolutely not. This is going to be very tough. An opening kill would be fantastic. With no bomb plant, it's not in the same situation, but there it is. Erisip will find the first. Fry going down, looking for more. A little over-aggressive there. I'm going to be able to take the kill. Kevzy coming in. He'll trade it out, but that is all he'll get. Dances comes in with the AWP, finally showing up. He's have 2 kills in the round. And a little cheer, a little roar. Finally getting the spirits back up on the UK team. And we're starting to see a little bit more of what we needed from Fry, finally. The last couple of weeks we haven't seen the best stuff. But it seems maybe waking up now. The whole team starting to function as just that, a team. 6-7. Could even win out the half at this rate. Epsilon not on the greatest buy. Pistols to play with. Not the most utility in the world, but let's see if they can make it work.
So 2 sent down Pop Dog, 2 await. Looks like, in fact, that's 3 sent down Pop Dog. This team Infused, lob nades and flashes all over this outer bomb site and try and repel the incoming attack. It's Dancy in heaven this time round, but he's getting kills. Is he getting kills? No, he isn't. I thought he was going to get a kill there. But T's are coming his way. Zed rotated in, gets nailed in the head before Fry trades a frag off. Dancy falls, exterminated, slain and murdered. And with the bomb ticking, and Fry all alone, Epsilon up the tempo a little bit. Sonny smokes out on that outer bomb site, cutting off the important CT choke points, and Team Infused not really having an answer to that high tempo push.
Yeah, Fry, teammate to a murdered teammate, teammate to a murdered teammate. He has no one left to look after him, so he's got to look after himself in a rough world. He's got a bit of utility to hold on to. He's got the AK kit, everything he could want. Apart from teammates, apart from friends, they're all dead, been killed. So the fire inside him will be fueled. Looking like a 9-6 half more possible, but keeping players alive in the last few rounds. It will be a buy coming in. Full team Infused. How strong that'll be, well, we shall see. We shall see. The team looking particularly disheartened. It was, well, wow, that is not the greatest buy. However, mentioned, I'm not very good at maths.
No. Neither of us are, apparently, as we've discovered today. But here we go. So Zed, Link and Aaron need to know, really, in this kind of situation, they need to try and get up close and personal in the faces of the Epsilon players with these small weapons, and that's nice. That's what we know he can do. Dancy going aggressive in the upper B area, quick early frag to try and hold off any potential early pushes from Epsilon. They're a man down, make that 2 men down. Aaron with the CZ75 clears out that mid connector, but somehow Kevzy walks into this B bomb site. What's even more worrying was the fact that Erisip had dropped down as well before the kill had even happened. Epsilon now all over this inner B bomb site, but despite that, Barbar with the bomb is on the other side of the map.
they're waiting. The problem is if the rotate comes in, he doesn't want to get caught unawares. Kevzy going to get lucky there. Will find himself one kill, but Barbar, now the last man alive, is going to be heading over towards this A bomb site. There's players all over the place. He really doesn't know many locations. The problem was, the reason he couldn't just run straight over to B was the player going through Pop Dog. If the player going through Pop Dog had any idea, he could take the bomb and effectively end the round. And now Barbar in a very, very difficult position. Luckily for him, he does have 35 seconds still to play with to look for his first kill, but it won't work. Link takes him down, and that is 7-8. Now, why did Fry not buy? Tell me that. He had £2,400 in his bank account. Could have bought his friend a gun or two.
I think that's a question only he can answer.
Well, go ask him.
Okay, bear it back.
All right, 10 minutes. I'll take over. Frags, frags, frags. That is the extent of my Counter-Strike knowledge.
We like frags. Frags are good. Frags are nice.
Anyway, very interesting half there. Very back and forth indeed. Epsilon looked like we were very, very dominant towards the beginning of that half, but it seemed after that tactical pause, suddenly Infused comeback. They win that one eco round, and you said, you know, the turning point could be the 5 versus 2 that Epsilon won. But really, the turning point was the round after that, where the eco comes in, and suddenly Infused are just unstoppable. They make frags, they work together as a team, they start looking like...
I think the style of play really changed quite a lot. They got more aggressive, they stopped being so passive. I think the first few rounds, after getting the first 3 rounds, which definitely helped them on their, you know, road to revival, they were just so passive. They were letting the terrorists walk out, and essentially it was embarrassing at times, and it was rounded up with the knife. But as someone who deep down, yes, I predict that Epsilon will win, but deep down I want to see a UK team defeat the favourites in Epsilon. I'm really glad they did turn it around, and let's see now whether they can make it 2 pistol round wins.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible, right? I don't see it myself, but who knows? It's definitely looking more likely. Zed looking for a kill as Fry opens it up, taking down Aerosip. Zed will be hunted down, and then the flank comes straight in. Not able to play the post-plant position. They're just going to have to go for the frags on the side of Team Infused. Dancy goes straight down. The 2-man peak comes in, and he is overwhelmed. Aaron, Fry, and Link now the last 3 men alive. Link had an insane pistol round in the first half. Can he do it again? Kevzy comes in looking for the kill. Aaron will not be taken down as Barbar now trying to find something, but he won't. JT walking the last man alive. It's not going to work out. That is a 5 versus 3. Going very, very well. Aaron finding himself 3 very crisp frags indeed.
Yeah, really impressive kill. The flick shot kill from Aaron. CT, what I was emphasizing earlier on, so much experience, but experience to one side. Sometimes you find us saying, oh, this player's the in-game leader, oh, this player's experienced, so he doesn't have to frag all the time. Aaron normally, historically, is such a great player. Alongside his experience for Team Infused, and I do feel like in the past few rounds, as we saw in that previous round, he showed us just a glimpse, a small glimpse of what he well and truly really is capable of. Now, unlike the last round where Team Infused were very high tempo, very fast paced towards this inner bomb site, they're now sending more men towards the upper area. AK-47's in hand. Somehow Aerosip though gets the kill with a CZ-75. Barbar rips off the skull of Link as well, and these pistols really doing the work for Epsilon before Zed comes in, clears up the bomb site with that MAC-10 from close range, and now Infused need to hide and wait for Epsilon to come to them and use their arsenal dominance, which they should be able to do in the end, and there we go. It was tough, but Infused fought through it in the end, and Sunny, for the first time ever since I think they were like 3-0 up, they find themselves back in the lead.
Yeah, it's been a grind, but now it's Epsilon on the back foot. They're going to have to be the ones to make up the play. They need to now get back into the initiative. Of course, they will have to eco this one. Going for a little nade strap, just hoping to find themselves a kill, probably towards A main. Or maybe not. Let's see where those 3 nades going. They're going over towards the B bomb site. Or not, just holding on to them. A little bit of nadage, why not? Team Infused, everything to play for here. They have everything in their arsenal. They can execute onto, it looks like it's going to be the A bomb site. And, well, they should be able to breeze through this one. Nothing brought up apart from the nades. Epsilon, very, very little to play with. Nothing invested, really. They don't really care. Just get a couple of kills, find a gun, happy days, run away with it. But running away with the game would be better.
Yeah, we did see, though, what Epsilon are capable of doing with pistols, and, you know, you can't really afford to die from that kind of distance up against just the USP, and it has happened. Fry needs to come in now with his submachine gun on dearie me. Infused start to fall, but like the last round, start to just about manage to claw it back. But Link on 18 HP, he's now a dead man. Aaron on only 24 in a 2 versus 1 situation. He can't do it, and Epsilon somehow win that round. And just how in the first half, we saw Infused do something very similar when it seemed like they were down and out. And that was their turning point. It makes you now wonder whether this is the turning point, the platform that Epsilon need to re-show the form they did earlier on in the first half.
Yeah, that is not a great round, and I'm sure Infused reeling from that one. Of course, they had everything. Epsilon had literally nothing. I don't even think they had a P250. It was just a P2K.
You said it, they only had 2 nades on top of the normal P2000
3
USP.
nades. Let's be fair, you know, they had 3 nades, so that's probably what won them. It's the 3rd nade that really won them the round. That one. We've got to be real. We've got to be realistic. Anyway, it's going to be a quick A execute coming in from Team Infused. Get onto the bomb site, go fast. It's Zinkin holding up close, playing from where Fry was in the first half. It's going to be taken down pretty quickly, but Barbar 1-2, nice and easy. That's one way of opening up a round. The double AWP setup not needed, because 1 AWP does plenty. Looking for more, it's going to be Kevzy taking down Dances. Jay-Z walking through the smoke again. Just doesn't care. Just does not care. It said all on his lonesome. We'll find one, but the trade comes in. Kevzy takes him down, and a very easy-looking round. 9-10 on the board. A quick round not going in favour of Team Infused.
Yeah, Barbar's double up, obliterating Team Infused. And finally, Team Infused, they're the ones with the pistols. But let's be honest, given how this half has gone so far, it wouldn't surprise me if Team Infused somehow managed to win this round. Let's wait and see. We've got Barbar and Jay-Z, like the last round, both with AWPs. And if those pistols can get a little bit too close, then those AWPs may become obsolete. Let's wait and see. It's very interesting from Team Infused, sending pretty much the entire army, the entire Infused army, towards this inner bomb site, leaving just Fry behind. Just all eyes on Pop Dog, making sure no cheeky Epsilon players can rotate up. It is going to be Erisip, who's going to be greeted by a lot of angry Infused players. As Molotov goes down, pulls the trigger and gets 2 before Aaron and Fry get 2 kills of their own. Jay-Z rotating in with the AWP. Barber hits the deck. Oh, we're going to have another eco win as Fry picks up an AK-47, and that can't help you but think that Infused are in fact going to do it. Jay-Z with Aaron on the train, Fry on the bomb train, and Zed up in the upper area are not going to be able to win that round. Infused winning an eco round, and so far this entire...
Yeah, I mean, that's quite something, really, isn't it? That is quite something.
That reaction.
Good Lord Almighty. I mean, where was the retake there? They were just running in one at a time, all rushing forward, trying to get kills. If you're going up against pistols, use your range, use the advantages that you have, use your utility. Don't just run at them.
Complacency, bro.
Interesting round indeed, to say the least. So 10-10, goodness. It's close, but for all the wrong reasons. Dances opens this one up, takes down Jay-Z Walkings. Of course they've forced up again. Why wouldn't they, considering how this game has gone? Erisip playing up close. One, can he find more? He can't, but Fry finds it for him, doubles it. Unfortunately, one of them was his own. And now the last 3 players just trying to do some work. Zed, if he gets hunted down here, that gives away not only an AK, but it leaves it in a 3 versus 2. Making me quiver. As a nice kill comes in, Zinkin will recover the AK as well. So now in a 3 versus 2 retake situation. The difference is this time there is utility to play with for Team Infused. All they have to do is wait and then use their utility. They've got 2 Molotovs, they've got a smoke, they've got nades, they've got flashes. Just use it, just use the utility and you should be fine. They can still play the Molotov from there. The smoke goes in, however, and that's the key talking point here. Kevzy's in, they're not spraying away, they're not spraying away. It's come in, oh my God, what are we watching? What is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, British Counter-Strike.
No, I'm playing like they're Swedish. It can't be our fault, surely. Good Lord Almighty. That is interesting.
What
yeah.
Maybe for the wrong reasons, but if you're a neutral, yeah, what a game. Here we go then. So, are we actually going to see some proper Counter-Strike this game? Link and Aaron heading towards the inner bomb site. Dancy all eyes in case Epsilon opt to push someone towards the upper area. Team Infused sending absolutely no one towards Ivy, towards Connector. It's going to be smokes galore, flashes coming in. Erisip, though, well, he went to work in the last round in this very same position. Are Infused going to close in on him? That is the question. He somehow stays alive, and he will see off Aaron, but that bomb has been planted. Team Infused now can play this cool, calm, and collected. The plant is perfect, and hopefully now they can get right what they got wrong in the last round.
But again, utility to play with. This plant is very, very weak when you have a smoke. If you pop a smoke down, pretty much GG. And there it is. Erisip going to go in for the defuse, but it doesn't matter. Trade comes in, and the defuse will follow. 10 to 12. Are we finally going to see? We have seen 2 rounds in a row, which in and of itself is impressive enough, considering how this game has gone. But are we now going to see Epsilon start to string a bit of momentum together, or are Infused just going to eco and win? Because, I mean, either's possible.
Yeah, as we've seen so far in this game, you can't count either of these two sides out. We were expecting...
I don't think you can't count them out. I just don't think you can count them in. I think that's the problem. You know?
In, out, shake it
all about. Do the hokey cokey, you turn around.
That's what
it's all
about.
Oh, you can hear him.
There we go. You see, it's like watching Jose Mourinho on the touchline.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't know what sports you like.
Well, obviously, it's not football.
What sports do you like?
The last 18 references have been football.
Well, that's the sport I like.
Do you know what sport I like?
What?
Counter-Strike. Esports.
Okay.
Esports. I'm a gamer.
Okay.
A big gamer.
So who would Jose Mourinho's equivalent be in Counter-Strike?
Me, obviously.
You? Okay.
Is he good?
Case closed.
Is he good?
I rest my case.
Is Jose Mourinho any good?
Change the subject now.
Well, if you say so, boss. Yeah, I mean, what we need to see now, really, from Epsilon is a round win and not getting eco, because, of course,
both teams would like a round win at the moment, to be honest.
Wouldn't we all? Why is Fry bought a Mac 10? What a humdinger. What a humdinger. Yeah, interesting decision. Not entirely sure it is upon sound basis that he's done that.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll leave this one to you, mate. I don't know if I can. Okay.
Ooh, thank you. That's really nice of you. Jay-Z, Baba going to work. Zed and Aaron. Oh, Aaron with a double C's at 75. So close. Inches, millimeters from getting another one as well. Is he going to get caught with his pants down, though? Picks up an AK-47 down in midair. But you know what? If he wasn't bunny hopping around and had a knife there when he picked up the bomb and picked up that AK-47, you kill that lad coming down Pop Dog. Suddenly, 1 versus 1. It could have happened. But thankfully, if you're an Epsilon fan, it hasn't, but they did lose quite a lot of men, considering how much Infused actually invested in that round.
Oh, good lord. I don't know if that was Swedish, but sounded awfully like English.
Yeah, it didn't sound very Swedish, did it?
13 rounds on the clock for Epsilon Esports. They are now looking to take themselves a match point if they can win this rifle round. Very, very important indeed, and Infused know it. They're going in quick. They want to get in the face of the enemy, but it's not going to work. Zink and Jay-Z Walking going to work now, beginning the operation that is death. Jay-Z Walking doubles up, finds 1 and 2. Flashes going in. Fry is lost like a deer in the headlights. He's one man versus the world, and he has been destroyed. Nothing he could do whatsoever as he is taken down. 14 rounds on the board. Should be an eco coming in from the terrorist side. Of course, they will force. Don't need to see the screen to know that. And it will be match point on the board. Wow, they've sort of not ecoed, but not... Yeah, okay. I suppose they have full loss bonus at this point, so why not?
The thing is as well, honestly, given how this game has gone so far, 2 rounds ago, how close Team Infused came then, it doesn't surprise me, you know, that we've seen a little bit more than expected investment in this round. Both teams have looked shaky, and given the current situation and the fact that they still have left, like you said, a little bit of extra cash for the next round, should they require it and lose this round, they'll still have something to work with. So let's see whether or not Team Infused can cause the upset. Deep down, we kind of all hope we see. It's going to be Link, I think, that's going to take the early peak and could catch Kevzy with his pants down if he's not careful. We've already seen what it can do with that Desert Eagle earlier on in this game. And there we go. Aaron announces himself through Ivy. Headshot onto Kevz. JZ, got to be careful with this AWP. Oh, zooms out at just the wrong moment, but changes his position and downs Dancy. Misses a second shot. Aaron makes him pay the price. They've got to be careful because Zinken with the M4 is lurking in and around the long distances. But so far, they've not spotted Ericip. He's in a perfect position to capitalize. Aaron, I think, may have just about spotted him, and he's forced to fall back. And now, Team Infused, on top of this outer bomb site, can get the bomb down. Link's picked up an AK-47, and let's see how it ends up.
Yeah, very, very tight indeed. The bomb down. They're waiting for Barbar to get that rotate in, but you have to move fast at some point. Link holding close will find the first kill. Zinkin goes down. Now it's Barbar and Ericip left. Another force buy going the way of Team Infused so far. It'll take a momentous effort as Link now takes down Ericip. It's all on Barbar, 1 versus 4. There is so much for him to do. He finds 1 kill and he gets out a dodge. No, doesn't want it. Not interested. No thank you, sir. No sirree, as they say in probably America. I'm no cultural man.
Well, point proven.
25 frags for the big man Fry.
Point proven. That so far, honestly, you can't count either. Team Infused. Record talking about turning points, but it makes you wonder whether this could be it. Are we going to see 13 all and the game really come to a knife edge? It wouldn't surprise me. Both teams have had good moments. Both teams have had moments to forget, but the tactical timeout, as you can see on screen, Sonny, is coming in. Neil M handing his lads some words of wisdom at such an important, crucial time in this game. And, well, what do you think he's telling them?
You know what? I've got no idea.
More than me?
No, I've got no idea. I mean, he's telling them probably just let's keep ecoing, I guess.
Yeah, that seems to be the only thing that actually works.
Yeah. Just have a deagle, I guess, shoot someone. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? I mean, I'm not a tactical mastermind. I'm happy to admit that. Nor am I particularly intelligent when it comes to Counter-Strike. But one thing that I do know is how to talk for an extended period of time. And that is exactly what I have been doing for a while now. So really, what we need to see is a little bit more ability coming out of these gun rounds, because it's just lackluster would be a lackluster term to use, because it's and it's tough to watch. It's like torch. It's like, what's it called? Water. What do they call it? Drip. Torture. What is it? Water? Not waterboarding. The one where they drip on your head. It's just like death by 1,000 paper cuts, but with water and it drips on your head. Interesting by 2 ops coming out. We saw it work earlier for Epsilon. Will it work again? Ericip playing up close and personal, needs to get himself the opening here. It's a one and done kind of position. There's no one to support him to fall back. There's no trade coming in. And now he is locked in. He's locked in his answer. And he's not going to get anything. Aaron takes him straight down. And that is the B-bomb site completely open. There will be one man, Kevz, downstairs. And of course the rotate from Barbar has arrived. But a fast play could catch them off guard. We need to see the move from Team Infused. Are they going to take advantage of the situation? They have one man on Epsilon. Now how will they use it?
I like this aggression from Kevz, but the problem is because that smoke is there, he probably knows deep down that there probably is going to be an Infused player or two waiting on the other side, so he's going to refresh it instead to slow down any potential Infused push before falling back himself. That's the name of the game when you're the CTs, you know, run down that clock, and it does look like by doing that, Epsilon have forced Infused to dedicate towards the B bomb site. Now, as opposed to them eco rounds where they've had a bit of success, where the tempo's been thick and fast, this is very contrasting, very slow, very methodical, and well, Dancy jumps straight into the waiting crosshair of the silent assassin that is JZ Walkins. Barbar also with an AWP, but the bomb has gone down as Aaron dodges and dives through smokes and grenades to make sure it does get planted. 4 versus 3. Can Infused do it? Let's wait and see.
Trying to find an opening, no picks coming in so far, and there's nothing presenting itself. Team Infused just hiding away, not giving anything to their enemy. Fry will find himself a kill. The trade comes in, doubles up. Kevz 1 and 2, now all on Link. He's got a Molotov, he's got a nade. There's no smoke to work with for Epsilon, so really he should be waiting this one out. He takes the peek, doesn't use his Molotov, and Zinken will take him down. Match point on the board. But, interestingly, this next round will be an eco from, or a force buy from Infused. So, maybe they'll win it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think more than anything, it's been the differed style of play coming out from Infused when they have been, you know, playing with just pistols, coupled with a little hint of complacency from Epsilon Esports. But on a lot of their gun rounds, when they've been slow, methodical, waiting for the last 20 or 30 seconds or so of the round, and then, you know, forcing that plant in the last 30 seconds, especially on the inner B bomb site, and try to plant for upper, they've really struggled to then hold the planted bomb. And I'd like to see them maybe up the tempo a little bit, get some smokes thrown out towards that outer bomb site, and just push out together as a unit, and just take it over, plant it, and get some slightly varied after plant positions, because I think most of their gun rounds, they've tried to head towards the inner bomb site, where clearly it's not gone too well for him. And Kevzy pushing all the way through Ivy here. If he can catch Zed, could be all over for Infused. It's still 4 versus 4, but they've still got a lot of mileage to make up.
Barbar not able to get anything done there with the AWP. It's going to go straight down, but Kevzy, the man to do the work, as Aaron will find one. Aaron will try not checking his corner, going to go straight down, and now getting forward. Erisip finds himself another. The bomb is down 2 versus 2. Very, very tense situation. It's Dante to hit the shot. We said he had to step up, and this is the moment where he's done just that now. All on Erikip. Can he find the remaining 2 players and win this game for his team now, or is this going to drag on, become an extended affair? So much work to be done as the bomb is recovered. Link going to be placing that one down. Dances could be caught off guard. He drops down just in the nick of time. Erisip working his way forward. He hears the bomb plant. This is perfect for Erisip. 1 and 2, and that is easy. He makes it look like he does it every day. And a very, very nice round coming out there from the Swedish team. I mean, I wouldn't call it a decisive win from the Swedes, but a win is a win all the same.